And hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Rogers, coming to you from the campground at Mighty Joe. Well, it's the former Mighty Joe. Hi, Reva. You're dead tired, but determined to be here. I think, Reva, I'm hoping it's going to be fairly short. I have not eaten yet. It's 7:30. Our furnace in our camper is not working, and we're having all sorts of fun. And it's starting to rain, so if you hear some pitter patter, that's because it's loud in the camper. So anyway, but we're going to be doing a paper pumpkin tonight because because of course you know that paper pumpkin is very good to take with you when you're going places. Not a lot of setup. It's all complete in the kit. And so I'm just going to show you. And I love this one. I've actually seen it. Seen a couple cards. One of my team members had posted a couple that she made. I'm like, oh, what's that one from? And she's like, oh, this month's kit. I'm like, oh, that's sitting on my stove. So I thought I'd bring that. Now I cheated a little bit, and I already opened this with my scissors. Cut the tape and opened that with my scissors. And I also cheated a little bit so I wouldn't have to fumble in here. I cut the edge of it so I could get it out. But look at these beautiful colors. There's some Cajun craze and mixed with pumpkin and old olive, and there's a blue in here. I think they say it's Night of Navy, but it kind of looks like Night of Navy and maybe Blueberry Bushel. There's some copper metallic elements. Really, really pretty. I didn't actually notice that on the card that Nancy had posted. So that's one card base. We've got all sorts of die cuts. Here's another card base. Again, a wood theme with some copper sparkles in it. And then lots of die cuts, labels, of course, all the adhesives you need and layers, and beautiful. Oh, looks like we've got an odd size. This looks like maybe, I don't know what size this is. Let me see if I can put it up. Oh, it's a 4x4 envelope. Oh, these are cute. Cute little note cards. I don't think these go through the mail. I don't think 4x4 goes through the mail. But looks like there's 3 of those. And then looks like there's 3 of these envelopes and then 3 of these envelopes. So let's go ahead and get the directions on the back side. Right here. And this is called Autumn Abundance. And this one is my favorite. I think we'll do that one tonight. Maybe we'll do more than one. We'll see. And again, it gives you the breakdown of what you need. So in this first bottom sheet, it tells you all the things that you need for each particular project. So if I'm going to start with this one, it's telling me I'm going to need these card bases. And then it says I'm going to need the circles, the white circles. So let's go ahead and punch those. Normally I would punch all of these out at once. So I kind of sort before I stamp. And we're going to need the block. Oh, no. Oh, phew. I have a spare block in my bag. I had a moment of panic because paper pumpkin doesn't come with a block normally. Only your first one does. And then you're going to need the ink spot, and you're going to need a couple of different things. You're going to need this sprig, this flower or branch sprig. And you're also going to need the Thinking of You. So we'll get those out. And of course, I can't mount them both at the same time because I have one block. All right, so that's all I need for that particular card. Oh, looks like I also need some three dimensionals. Can you see this? Let me see if I put it up. 3 dimensionals and 3 glue dots. So we'll have to find those in here too. Here's the little mini dimensionals. Oh, these look like these aren't door hangers. They could be door hangers though, right? But they're the 4x4 cards. So there's that. And here are my glue dots. I found them. So your paper pumpkins also come with this little insert that you can put in some sort of envelope so that you can see what the particular stamps say without struggling to read them because they're clear. All right, so now we're going to take our instructions. Now, this card base, where'd it go? This card base is so pretty that I am very tempted and will, not for this one, but for the future cards that I make with this kit, I would cut this in half and use this as just a layer because there's just too much beauty in here to make it one side. So, in fact, what I may do is I may end up cutting this down even after I'm done. That way, none of them I can make another card out of it, but I don't have supplies with me to do that. So, all right. So now if I find number 2, it tells me I'm going to ink up the Thinking of You stamp. And I'm going to stamp that on the circle. That makes sense, right? So Cajun Craze is kind of coppery. So that makes sense why they're having us do it in that color. And I mounted the wrong stamp first. How's everybody's week? I had a bit of good news. It is not official yet, so I'm going to hold on to it, but I had a bit of good news, and I'll be able to let you know in October. Let's see, we're going to stamp that right there. So that was good news this week on top of my furnace isn't working right now in my camper, and we're camping, and it's cold this weekend. It's going to be highs of mid-60s, so that's no fun. But that's okay. Lots of game playing. I've got a sweatshirt on. I'll be fine. And then we're going to ink up this other stamp. What I also love about Paper Pumpkin, maybe I'll start doing this regularly. I will have maybe a Paper Pumpkin kit together where we could just kind of go online. We just kind of create together because it doesn't take a lot of effort. So we're going to, I do need some other pieces I just saw too. It looks like I'm going to stamp these little branches in here. See, it says ink it and then put them right here. All right. So I'm going to be putting them in between here and here. I can do that. All right, so there's one, and we're going to put it I think right around here. And then we're going to do it again and put it on the other side of that red leaf. There we go. That's pretty good. I probably could have put that one higher. Yeah, because there's going to be a big old circle on it. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that and make it a little bit higher too. There we go. And it's not a big deal because it just looks like there's double the branches there. All right. So then it says you're going to take one of the, so these flowers that I forgot that I needed. Go back to the directions. It tells me I need one of these blue flowers. So let's go ahead and find one of the blue flowers right here. Need one of these babies. And then I need one of these wild wheat ones. Y'all know wild wheat is one of my favorite colors, which is total sarcasm there. But it actually is growing on me. I can't lie. In the right combination, it looks really great. And Stampin' Up! Knows how to pick the right combinations, so this will look great. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little dot on the bottom of one leaf, of the little leaf here. And then we're going to put the dimensionals up there at the top. And it looks, oh, nope, it looks like I cut a dimensional. I need to cut a dimensional. which is weird because they're mini dimensionals to begin with. Where'd they go? Hi, all having a good week or not? I know Reba's moving. So she's moving at the end of this month, which is coming right up. I know, I'm sorry to remind you of that, Reba. But she already knows because she's been furiously trying to pack and move. So we're going to do that there. And then we're going to get a little skinny one. And fortunately, I do have my scissors, my paper snips with me. So we're going to take one of these and we're going to cut it in half. So it's really tiny. And I'm going to put it right on that leaf. And then we need some more on the back of this blue leaf. They don't often give us the mini dimensionals. You know what? I'm going to put another one right down here. Right there. Okay. And then we need some just regular glue dots. Now, if you have a hard time, whoops, like I took off that glue dot, but I didn't actually take it off. I just took off the backing. You can bend the sheet back a little bit and get underneath it. And that kind of helps you get them off a little bit better. These glue dots are rather large. They're larger than the ones we normally get with this, so it makes it pretty easy. I like it when they're the bigger ones. And now I think we're ready just to assemble. So we're going to take our card here and fold it. And then we need to put our thinking of you right here. Make sure the thinking of you is straight. And then we're going to take off the dimensionals here. So, Sheila, you get Paper Pumpkin, right? Hi, Suzanne. Nice to see you. No problem that you're late. There'll be people on the replay that won't be here at all to say hi. Sheila gets Paper Pumpkin, I think. Have you done this kit yet? Suzanne, I don't know if you get it or not. There we go. There's that. And let's... Paper Pumpkin for me is a treat for me because the design is all done and I can just not think about things. And I like that. I think all week. I think a lot. There's our card. And we don't have to add any gems or anything because we've got all these little sparkles on here that really kind of act like gems. So that's one card. Pretty quick and easy. It was so quick and easy, we need to do another one. All right, let's do one of the note cards. It says, for the note cards, let's see what we need. Let's go back to that page where it tells us what we need. We need the note card itself, which kind of makes sense, right? And we need one of those Cajun Craze layers. And we need a whole bunch of stuff. We need the block. We've already got our dots. And we've got our dimensionals. And we've got our ink pad. Ooh, we need a lot of things for this thing. So let's see what we need out of the die cuts. We're going to need this die cut. And we need a new sentiment. And the sentiments in this set say, many thanks, sending autumn wishes your way, and thinking of you. And they've got a cute little snail that you can stamp too. It's kind of a fun little set. All right, so there's my sentiment all loaded and ready to go. Let's see. We need these Cajun Craze leaves. And we need the semicircle thingies. I'm getting technical there with my terms. We need the semicircle thing. This is kind of a cool little half wreath. And then we need, now see these are all nice and bunched up together, I'm going to punch them all out at once. So there's my wood. Look at, here's the cute little snail. I guess that's all we need from there. Oh, we need the mushrooms. Where's the mushrooms? Right there. If you're punching one out, you might as well punch them all out if they're lined up like that, right? And we need that branch again. Okay, so good. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. So we're going to stamp the sentiment onto the little layer, which no surprise there, right? Sorry about this shadow that's over here. It's my phone stand. Obviously, I'm at the mercy of the camper's lighting. Oh, I have no idea if this is going to be straight or not. I hope it is. Yeah, pretty straight. That's good. Phew. All right, and then it says we're going to ink up that that branch sentiment again, and we're going to stamp it in the corner of this Cajun Craze layer. So where you're getting a tone-on-tone effect, which if you're ever looking to spruce up a background of a card, that's a really good thing to do. So we kind of set it in here just a little bit. Then it's telling us, I don't know if you can see, it's telling us we're going to put glue dots in the four corners. All right, we can do that. I think they're glue dots. How big glue dots? So there's 1, 2. Who's got plans this weekend? Hi, Ruth. Ruth, I could use some Florida sun right now. I think you popped in a little late. You haven't heard the story. My camper's heater is not working right now. My husband's trying to fix it, but who knows? First of all, it's dark out. He's not a mechanic. He's just YouTubing solutions. I mean, hopefully that works, right? I don't know. All right, so we've got, let me get that scrap out of the way. And then we're going to put some more stuff on the back. It says put some more of these on the back of this little spray. So we can do that. And then we're going to put some more dots on the back of the wreathy part. So we'll put one here, and we'll put one here, and we'll put one in the middle. And let's see, we got to put some on the back of the center. This one has a lot of parts. It's the smallest card, and it has the most parts. I can't even pick that piece up. All right. So we're going to put some back on the back of this. And then the wood, the snail, and the mushroom all get dimensionals. So there's there's the wood. Where's my snail? Here's my snail. All right, let's get that out of the way. It's messing up my screenshot. All right, and these guys get some dimensionals. So, whoops. I do find with the little ones, sometimes they come off all together. It's probably because my hands are too big. And then we need some of these on our mushroom. And then we need some around the back of our wood piece. Then I think it's going to be all about the assembly. So normally we don't put the adhesive on the front of a panel, but because this is going behind here, that's why we're doing it. So before I stick it down, I'm going to just see where it is, what kind of size. So it looks like it's about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the front. So I can go ahead and just put that down here, knowing that I have a little bit of room. And so there we've got that little branch just peeking through. And let's see. And then we're going to put the sentiment on. Where'd my sentiment go? All right, where'd it go? You'll have to tell me where it went. It went somewhere. I stamped, oh, it's right here. It's underneath. So it looks like we need the little wreathy thing. That goes next. So right here, you want to be careful because it looks like my eye was drawn right to that sentiment, but you can see this little semicircle over here that's supposed to go on. So we'll put that on right, something like that. All right, and then this goes on top of it. I'm surprised the sentiment isn't popped up actually. Now we're going to just do something that looks like that. And then we have to put the wood piece on. So it's telling me there's the wood piece right underneath the sentiment. It goes over just a tad, I think. It's kind of funny. We have this whole wreath and we're going to cover up most of it. And then this piece goes on. In which case, if I had known that, I probably, if I'd looked ahead, I probably would have snipped some of that off and just so I could use it on another project. And then we'll put this one right here, like that. And we just have to add our snail and our mushroom. That goes up above, sorry. We have our snail, and then we have our mushroom. Whenever I see a cartoony kind of mushroom, I think of, I mean, this isn't too cartoony, I guess, but I think of HR Puffin Stuff. Anybody remember HR Puffin Stuff? HR Puffin Stuff. Yeah, something like that. So there's our little note card. That's kind of cute. All right, I think we have time for one more. My husband's still out there. I think he's cooking now, though, so we'll have to rush. So for this card, we're going to need, where does it tell me? Let's see, anybody caught that? You just got here. Ouch. Cool weather for the morning. Still hot in the daytime. Yeah, lucky. Yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna be tonight. I'm hoping it's 50s and not 40s, because the 40s will be very cold in the camper. We're gonna need the leaves here, so I might as well punch them all out at once. And I believe I read on somebody's blog, and I didn't think it was public knowledge yet, not blog, but her website, that Paper Pumpkin, when you're a new subscriber, you can get it with a special code at 40% off. I'm going to have to look that up, and I'll put that in the comments once I verify it and what the code is, so that you can take advantage of that. But I think it might only be for new subscribers, which, so if you're already getting it, sorry, might not apply to you. We need this little copper leaf. Ooh, this is so shiny, so pretty. See how shiny that is? Oh, frozen. Yes, you know what frozen means, right? I'm back. So frozen means my phone is low battery. But why is it not coming back on? I don't know why it's not coming back on. Oh, there I am. I'm back. So when I'm frozen, can you guys tell me this? When I'm frozen, can you still hear me and just not see me? Or is it do you lose everything? It's funny because my phone was most of the way charged too when I started. Must be because the reception here is not very good. I thought I read it's only the first box for new subscribers. Yes, right. I mean, it's right. So it wouldn't be 40% off like the 12-month subscription. It would be the first box. Yes. So yes, you can hear me. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. So you at least know what I'm doing. So in case you missed it, I punched out the leaves, and then I've got this leaf, and I need a yellow leaf. This must be crushed curry, I think. And I need one of these little pieces, and then I need one of these longer pieces. All right, let's go back to the directions. So we're getting these things done. That's another thing I like about paper pumpkin is they don't take you a whole lot of time. All right, so notice we've got a front and a back, but again, I would probably cut this apart and get twice as much out of it. But for the one card, I usually do stick to the script and figure out what I'm supposed to do here. So we're going to take the with thanks, and that's going to get stamped on that long white banner. So mount that. And so it's long and skinny, so I definitely want to pick it up from the table rather than lay it down on the block, because you can inadvertently, when you lay it down on the block, distort it a little bit. And so that's not good. So let's go ahead and ink this up. They give you 4 circles. They give you 4 banners because, you know, sometimes you make a little boo-boo. So you have an extra one in case you do. There we go, with thanks. A little off center. I'm not worried about it. And so we stamped that, and then it says we got to stamp that branch piece again. And that looks like it gets stamped in a weird spot, but okay. I'll do it. I'll do it this time. I might not do it next time. And it looks like we're going to stamp it. Whoops. I'm going to stamp it here. And we're going to stamp it going the other way, down to the bottom right. We're going to stamp it here. Ruth, do you get paper pumpkin? All right. So then we're gonna put some stuff on our leaves. So we have 3 leaves. I'm gonna take one of each leaf. I'm gonna put our little adhesive dots on the backs of them. So just one at the top and one at the bottom. You used to, but they piled up. Yeah, you have to be really intentional about going to them. I know that a couple of my team members are the same way, but they're trying to catch up. They get together regularly on a Saturday and they try to see how many they can do. Now, sometimes they get slowed down because they like to make alternatives. So they dream up, they either, go online and see what other people have done, or they try it themselves. But, crafting yourself always slows you down too. So, all right, we're going to put one of these like right here. And we're going to put our red one right here, probably going up to there. And we're going to put our other one right next to it. And then we have to, how do these guys get attached? Let's see. Oh, glue dots also. I think I'm going to have to play with these glue dots a little bit, though, maybe not. they stick over somewhere, I'll hide them. And then it says, so there's 2 leaves, but this, only one of them is metallic. So it says this one's the metallic one. And on the metallic one, you're going to use the mini dimensionals. So they have these little clues. Now, I know that some of you like to scrapbook, and you might be familiar with the instructions that come with the Close to My Heart kits. And they're very detailed. One of the things, and one of the reasons why they really stick with words, with pictures, I think, is first of all, a lot of crafters don't like to read, and I can attest to that because a lot of when I host classes, I'll have some written directions, and invariably people make a mistake because they didn't read the directions. They're like, "Oh, I don't read directions." Okay. Well, I can't be everywhere at once, so you'll just have to live with the way it is. And they do. All right, so there's that part. And now we're just going to take this and we're going to, I would do it differently, but they're going to put a little dot on the back of the banner here. The top of the banner gets the dimensionals, and the bottom gets the glue dots. All right, we can do that. So the bottom gets the glue dots. You definitely want to make sure you've got them on the right side too. I checked. So there's my glue dots. And then I need my little mini dimensionals right next to them. This is the part that's going to hit the card. The glue dots are the part that's going to hit the, oh, I shouldn't have taken those off first. Oh, well. Oh, well. The glue dots are the part that hits this piece right here. So it looks like I have to do something that looks like that. Push that down. Oops. No, it's not straight. Let's see. Now I got to straighten it out. And that looks pretty good. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this so that it all sticks up. And in 30 minutes, well, 35 minutes, but not really because I've been talking a lot, we have 3 cards. Let's see, put that right down there. And press it down, and there we go. So, to summarize, we have a 4x4 note card, a regular sized card, and another regular sized card. And I would love to see if you're a person that likes to do the alternate, an alternative idea with these. I'd love to see what you come up with. But for me, I kind of like doing the quick and easy thing. And now it's time to go eat and hope that my husband was able to fix the heater, but I bet he wasn't successful because I don't hear it. And it's cold. So anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. Next week, it will not be Friday Night Live. It will be Friday Night Not So Live because I am going to the Algonquin Playhouse to see my best friend's wedding. That's the musical, not my actual best friend being married. So have a great night. Ooh, have a great night. I know that I was frozen again, but we will see you in a couple weeks.